It's time for another live Ask Big Van show with me, your host, Big Van. Don't forget about social media producer Mazzani, with Ryan producing in the back, Kenny Payne on sounds and content, Andrew, Zyda kicking the cameras, Nick, the whole crew, special guest this evening, this lady right here, Valerie Carpenter, Bingo Goddess. Don't forget to share the show. When you do, we can see it. Take your thumb and share it if you're watching on your phones. When you do, our software shows us that you're a sharer. Sharers are carers. We can't wait to see your questions and comments on this live episode of the Ask Big Van Show. What's up, everybody in the whole wide world? Welcome to this episode of the Ask Big Van Show. We are so excited to just run our mouth with you for the next hour or whatever. Join us. Put your comments below, your questions. Whatever you want, we're here for you. With me, as always, is this young lady right here, social media producer, Mazzani Speaks. Good evening, Mazzani Speaks.
Hey.
Mazzani, should we tell them this is live? This is a live stream. Oh, they would know that, right? Because they're watching. If you're watching, you know this is live. Put your questions. If you don't believe us, ask questions below, comments below, and we will get you, if we have time to get to them, we will get to those questions. In the back, in the producer hole, they don't like me calling it the slums or the ghetto back there, but in the producers, we got Kenny Payne, we got Ryan. Notice there's a missing link back there.
Oh my gosh, where is he?
Andrew has left us hanging. Did he call any of y'all?
No.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. My gosh.
Nope, he's probably not even tuned in either.
Oh, Andrew is going to watch this later. Just sulk in misery. With me in the studio, special guest, Valerie. You know, when I told him when they first said you're coming, I said Valerie Bertinelli, and Ryan's like, "Who's that?"
What?
I'm too young.
Yeah, he's young. He's a small child.
To be fair, I don't know who that is either.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
What?
I don't either. Is she?
Yeah.
Who is Valerie Bertinelli?
See, look, no one knows.
Bertinelli. We don't have Andrew here to look up our content. Andrew, where are you?
I gotta do more.
You're gonna have to do more work now, executive producer.
I'm not executive.
Not executive. Nope.
Not so fast.
Well, we'll come back to Valerie Bertinelli. For now, we'll talk about Valerie Carpenter. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? You from Hickory here?
No, from Florida.
Oh, really?
Daytona
What part?
Beach, out there in the
What'd you say?
waves. Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach?
Oh my gosh, I'm from St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm from Jacksonville Beach.
See, we're all on the coast.
It's like a homecoming reunion here.
I'm from Virginia Beach.
Oh, see, everybody together.
No, that's not even anywhere
Yay!
I'm from Stony Point Beach.
near. Stony Point Beach. Yeah, let us know where you're watching the show from right now, and if any of you are anywhere close to the Florida Eastern Beach. Daytona Beach is Eastern, right? Yeah. I thought you said Western. I was like, listen. If you're in Florida, let us know. But most of you guys, we don't really know. So tell us where you're watching the show from, and the Mazzani will let us know that in a minute, right? Yeah. So what do you do? What's your time and your days filled with? What would you find yourself doing midday?
Well, day job, I have one.
Oh, yeah?
But it's the other jobs that I like the best.
Yeah, everybody. That's same here, right? Everybody.
That's right.
You got to have
it's the good stuff.
So tell me about the other stuff, because I know some of that, because that's why we brought you here.
Yeah, I do the
Bingo
music bingo.
goddess.
Yeah, at the local restaurant.
Yeah.
And then I also am the movie critic for the Taylorsville Times.
What?
Yeah.
Kenny, did you know that?
I did know that.
Yep.
Movie critic. I wanted to be a movie critic all my life. That's my favorite. You asked, do I not talk about movies all the time? And that's me and you. We're gonna have a long talk about this. Yeah. If anybody thinks I should be a movie critic, then let us know in the comments, and let us know fervently, so that maybe I can get a job with Valerie here, or maybe somebody else would consider me for picking out.
What kind of things do you write?
Yeah. Tell
Like,
us
what
about that.
exactly do you say? I don't even know how to.
She says. Here's my question. How do you how do you comment on movies without giving away spoilers? Because Kenny says that's why I wouldn't be able to do it, because I give away spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to see the movie in a whole, in its entirety.
Right.
And then you decide, okay, let me tell you a little bit about the first 25 minutes.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it's a ... Like,
So you
is it
do
gonna
give
make it
some
in
stuff that
time?
happens in there,
Yes.
but not anything that's too
No
revealing towards
spoilers,
the
yeah.
towards
So
plot.
Yeah.
it's kind of like the what's it called, trailer of a movie.
A little bit. But
Okay.
I also, hey, James Bond looks good in a suit, but he also wore some other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Took his clothes off.
Oh,
applause,
goodness.
applause.
That was easy.
Ooh.
Yeah. And make it, should you want to see it, are you going to sit through 2 hours and 34 minutes and say, oh my God, I wasted money for that?
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
See.
So sometimes I'm sure you feel like that. Kenny, didn't we just go see a movie? What movie did we just go see?
We seen that. We seen 007.
007.
Was that what we saw?
Yeah. And we seen the Last Duel.
The Last Duel's the one I'm thinking about. Did you see that one?
Not yet. So don't tell me.
Was it Yu-Gi-Oh?
That one, The Last Duel, has Matt Damon in it. It has Adam Driver. Who's the chick in that? Who's the girl? Y'all
I
remember?
don't know who she is.
What's it called? The Last Duel?
The Last Duel, yeah. She was. I saw her in other movies. She was in Free Guy. Did you see Free Guy?
Oh, yes.
No.
Remember the girl from that one?
No,
Yes.
don't ruin it. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah,
So,
but it's
and the
perfect.
end of Free Guy. I'm kidding.
You talking about Jodie Comer?
Jodie Comer, yeah. So in The Last Duel, it's got Damon, Adam Driver, and Jodie Comer, and
Ben Affleck.
and Ben Affleck, yeah. And Affleck plays. I'm a Affleck fan if in certain scenarios, not across the board. You know what I mean?
What'd you think of his Batman?
I liked his Batman.
Really?
Yeah, I did like his Batman. I did not like. I didn't care for his. I did appreciate him doing a different character here, but it wasn't too far off from the standard. You know, I like a guy that's going to be a different person in a different movie. You know,
Then you need to see the accountant.
The Accountant.
Yeah.
Who,
I think I've watched that.
who's in that?
Ben Affleck.
And who else?
It doesn't matter. It's just Ben Affleck.
I don't know if I don't think I've seen that one. So he plays a different, like completely different character.
Completely. different
Okay.
character, yeah.
Like I'm talking about a stark difference as like, did you see Mel Gibson in Conspiracy Theory?
Yes.
Like that. That's acting to me. When somebody like takes on a completely different role and you don't even recognize them. You know what I mean? Jim Carrey is a great actor, you know, and because like we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, remember when he was in Kick-Ass 2? And like nobody even here even knew it. And I was like, did you know that was Jim Carrey that did that? They're like, no, and then they looked it up, and sure enough, so that's acting. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyways, very impressed that you're a movie critic. We'll definitely be picking your brain about that for sure. And then the bingo, we love bingo. I know a lot of us from our office go to your bingo nights, and so those are rocking too. So very cool.
And thank you. I want to put out the thank you for singing.
Oh yeah, well that's this one over here, Miss
I know.
Mazzani speaks.
We know who it is. Yeah. We do.
Everybody in the whole place knows who it is.
That's it.
She's
Because
rocking.
they're shy, and then we show them that shy don't play. Yeah, we got it.
Exactly. Well, cool. Well, that's awesome. Do you have any questions before we get rocking? Anything you want to talk about?
Anything and everything.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right. Y'all bring on the questions. Movie questions. Absolutely tonight. See, we didn't know about the movie stuff. Change your title. Can you change your title?
I can. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Movie
Bingo Goddess / Movie Mastermind. How about that?
Aficionado.
Ooh, aficionado.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So if you're watching,
Connoisseur.
you have seen a good movie lately that you would like our opinion on. This has now become a movie critic show
Okay.
since Kenny won't let me do it any other time in my life. If you have a comment or want us to discuss a movie you've seen recently, then put that in the comments below, and we will, if we have time, we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and Mazzani get kicked off.
All right, let's start this way.
Okay, you tell us what you want to do.
I didn't mean to just whoosh. You started talking, I just
Did you take taekwondo?
actually I took kung fu. No, I'm not, no jokes. Like I'm not being racist. I really did. But anyway,
How is it racist to
Yeah,
take kung fu?
because I was like, you know,
you know what?
doing the stuff. Yeah.
Like that? That's racist if you do that? That's every Japanese movie I've ever seen.
made, Yeah.
Even Uncle Roger.
If you have not seen Uncle Roger,
Never seen it.
you should check out Uncle Roger.
What's that about?
Have you seen Uncle Roger?
No.
Uncle Roger, he's a critic. He's like a food critic and stuff like that. He is hilarious. He is everybody's uncle. He
But
says
what's that have to do with karate?
it's not. It's just it has to do with the racism.
Give me the sounds again, Kenny.
Anyway, so we're gonna do our shout outs first. So we got Harvey. He's watching from Stony Point.
What's up, Harvey? I've known
There you
Harvey
go.
for a long time. The big Stony Point.
We have Letitia. She's in Stony Point also. And then
Avid watcher, thank you.
yeah, I'll keep posting them up. You might not. I might not say it, but I'll post you up if you put any
let's
more
go
comments.
to a question, then as they
Yeah.
chime in, we'll kick it up there.
Yeah. So this first question we're actually going to get, since we're talking about movies, this one's from Letitia
Oh.
Speaks. She wants to know, what about the Eternals? Has anyone saw it?
I have not saw that.
I have not seen it, and frankly, ask her if she saw it. Did you see that, Letitia? I don't know if you saw it, but I have not seen it, and frankly, I'm not really interested in seeing it. That's just me personally. I know.
What a bummer.
Why?
No, bro, I don't want to see it either.
Why?
I heard it was trash.
Yeah, I mean,
heard
it's
the
just
opposite.
to me, it's just like reaching. That's just what I feel.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm just telling you how I feel. When I first saw the preview, I thought, like you don't have anything else to do but try to like make paycheck. You know what I mean? It's like I need
They're
to.
going off the comics.
I know.
It's not like they're just making it up.
Look at Rise. Get
I know.
it.
He's
I
getting
know, I'm
offended,
like-
right? He's getting all up
His
there.
hair's
What's
bristling
up?
on the back of his neck.
We're about to come in there.
He's like, what?
Turn his mic off right now.
No,
Cut
it's
the mics.
about Marvel, DC. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. If you didn't have
Is it
DC
Marvel,
comics,
DC?
Yeah,
It's a combo?
It's DC.
No.
No, it's DC.
Oh, it's
It's
DC.
Marvel like versus DC.
Yes.
But they're both in the same movie.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't like it as much, because it's DC. It's not Marvel. Am I
No, The
playing you
Eternals
right?
is Marvel.
But they're talking about it. You know, they're bringing all the comics together, thinking
Oh, yeah.
that's the competition. Look at all that money Marvel's making.
Well,
hey, DC can do it too. So.
I thought that the Eternals had some new characters that like they had Angelina Jolie, right? She's new.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So to me, it just felt like let's just go. I don't know. Maybe they're just due for putting out a movie. I don't know. They just put out a lot of movies. That's maybe how I feel.
You just don't understand.
I'm a little piffed still about Infinity War. Wasn't that the one after Endgame?
No, it was Infinity War then Endgame.
Infinity War's where they all died.
Endgame is where the. Wait.
Spoiler alert.
Well, yes,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert.
It's been out forever.
It's like 10 years ago. If you haven't seen it yet,
10 years.
well,
I know what you meant.
at the end of one of those movies, everybody dies. And I'm a little piffed about the fact that they brought them all back. Oh, sorry. Next,
Here we go.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm like, hey, you had an opportunity. You've been doing Spider-Man for 60, 70 years or something.
But they
you know what I mean?
haven't. It's been Sony, not like Marvel.
Ah, my gosh. I'm talking about from a fan's point of view. We've been shoved down the throat Spider-Man movies with everybody, Tobey Maguire, everybody that's ever been an actor in Hollywood has played Spider-Man, you know.
That's true.
And it's like, come on. He died. You had a great way that he died. Leave him dead for a decade or two. In 20 years from now, all of a sudden he shows up in a movie. Somehow you write that into the script, how he came back to life. Somebody went back in time. Do that same movie where he goes back in time and gets the stones, but do it in 20 years. Like when we're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let us see some new characters. That's why Mazzani and I went to see, what did we see the other day? Mazzani?
Yesterday. It was
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Bro, that was fire.
Loved it.
It was fire.
Yeah, brand new.
It was. I
But
really
that's the
liked
thing.
it.
Eternals is brand new.
I know. I
Well,
understand.
technically, Shang-Chi's been out since like the 70s. Technically.
I didn't know that, though.
Okay.
Now, that's true. Some of y'all right now are on your couches and you are furious with
That's me.
That's it. Yeah.
Me.
Or in the back room.
because you guys read the comics.
Speaking of
You
fury.
understand. You understand the theory.
That was cool how I did that, ain't it?
I don't read the comics, but I like understand like what they're doing.
Yeah. But somebody like myself, I just go to movies to watch the movie and see. I don't follow any storylines. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm just looking at it purely as a movie watcher, right? I don't follow the stories or any of that stuff. And I know I've been watching Spider-Man movies forever, Iron Man movies forever. Wolverine, I'm glad Hugh Jackman finally died in Wolverine. I loved the guy. I loved the movie. But how long has he been dead?
I don't know.
Here's what I'm
5
upset
years
with.
now, is it?
Here's what I'm
Right.
upset
So
with.
now, think about this. We're just now. Hold on. Sorry, Miller. We're just now starting to get a little yearning to see if he comes back to life, or right, because they've given us some time to want. Right. So that's what I'm saying about the other one. They killed everybody off, and then the next movie that came out 3 months later, everybody's alive again. Right. Give us some without for a little while, and then we'll say, oh wow, now we want. So.
Okay, but have you heard the rumors that they're bringing Wolverine back and the actor is going to be Keanu Reeves?
No way.
Okay, was that a laugh out
I
loud?
like Keanu Reeves. He's
I like
like
Keanu Reeves.
I
he's
can't
like
see him
a
as a
good
Wolverine.
actor, but he's not Wolverine. There is nobody
No,
who's
it's Hugh
going to
Jackman.
ever be Wolverine but Hugh Jackman to us.
But they
Amen.
with all these new
Amen.
Marvel shows and this new Spider-Man movie, they're introducing like basically what they call the multiverse. So there's all these different characters that the same person, but they're from different universes, so they might look different. So that's what they're kind of doing.
so they're going to do
it's
basically what Spider-Man did.
Kind of, yeah, kind of like low key. Like
Loki. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's such a good show.
Yeah, it's a good series.
Yeah.
Loki.
See what you started?
Yeah, I know.
There it is. I'm done. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it. That's all you got.
Yep.
He just said Loki, because Loki.
You gotta watch.
just
You
gotta
gotta watch
watch
it
it.
to understand.
You know what I like though? Legion. If you haven't checked out
yeah.
Legion, you need. It's so underrated.
That's the Legion is the Legion is the man, we were looking at that camera last night. One of those directors
Oh
shot
yeah, that's
stuff
right.
for Legion.
Yep. That camera's sick.
It is.
It
sick.
is. It is a
Camera's
nice game.
sick. Anyway, all I wanted to say is
I need
I
to-
don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I never got to finish Legion. But wouldn't it be lit? Hello, wouldn't it be? I don't remember if they.
Welcome
Do
to
you
life.
do you remember if you watch it? Do you remember if they did his like comic book version where he had like the high top hair? You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at.
You've been image video bombed by Ryan. He was in your.
You know,
in your
it's
shot.
whatever. It's
Sorry.
cool. We go to the next question.
Well, no, we're not.
No.
We're gonna answer your question, but I'm just saying Ryan was rude to you there.
And he about to turn the air on. He trying to turn the air on because it's not already cold. He
Are
wanted to
you
feel
cold?
like polar bear breath.
Are you not hot right now?
No.
Are you hot? Yeah.
Are you
You know we're hot, but no, we're not.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did.
with these warm,
Yeah.
these warm-blooded Americans?
No, it's like sweating running down the. everything. Not really.
I knew he'd have a
But I
sound
knew
effect.
it would be if we didn't do something about it. So, but anyways, please, Mazzani, for the love of everything, please finish your sentence.
Period. No, I'm talking about. I said I don't remember because I never finished Legion, even though it really was good. And I watched, like, I never knew who that was until the show came out, and then I really dived into the comic books, and I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. And now I don't remember, but I'm gonna be upset if they don't do his original story arc, like his caricature where he had the high top hair. It was like,
Oh, really?
The kid
Yes.
play.
yeah, it's
Like
like
super-
that.
super
It's
tall?
super tall. You have to see it, and I'm just saying it would be like cool.
Where can we watch
Yeah.
it at? Is that on Netflix or is that Disney Plus?
I don't know. I watched it really.
Kenny, I can't hardly hear you. Is your mouth close to your microphone?
You gotta get up on it
Or
like
you
that.
are you laid back? Laid back.
It's closer now.
Let me find out. Is that what you listened to back in the day?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was too busy with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Oh
You, sir, are not that guy.
Yeah,
You're not that guy.
wow.
you best believe it.
Okay. Well, since we're in the movie aspect, Amy Hope has asked a question she'd like for us
Okay,
to.
about a movie?
No, but she just wants to know who is your favorite actor / actress living and has passed away.
Oh,
Can I go first?
He's
hey,
gonna go first.
hey, Amy, thanks for watching. Thanks for the question. Yeah, Kenny, what's up? Who's your favorite actor?
I gotta say, Tom Hanks is one of the best actors. Also,
Kenny's got a Toy Story tattoo.
I do.
Okay.
I'm sitting on it.
Tom Hanks,
Denzel Washington, he's also a good
Denzel's,
actor.
yeah.
He's fire. I think I'd like to meet him in real life.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I think he's got a very similar personality.
Hey, what's that app you can do, or it's a website or something where now you can hire you can pay actors, and they'll talk to you or send you a video message.
Oh, I
I've
don't
never
know.
heard of that.
Yeah,
You're
like-
on your own with that one.
Oh.
yeah, like you can literally, you can do. I think they do it for a lot of people. Do it for gifts and stuff. So like it's a website. If you guys watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Let us know in the comments. It's a website where you can go and you can say like you can pick your actor, and then and it has prices. You know, it's like this guy's for $300. You can have Denzel Washington say like to your spouse, you know, hey, happy birthday, so and so. Just thinking of you or something like that. And it's like, it's a real video. He really did it. You know, of course, think about the moneymaker this is. Here's Denzel Washington just sits down for 2 hours a day and knocks out 50 of these, you know, at $500 a pop.
Is it called Cameo?
I don't remember what it's called. I just saw it and I thought it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. See, we should have thought of that.
Especially
you could be shouting.
yeah,
out.
especially for these actors nowadays. So, I mean, because they're not working as much as they used to be, but they are now probably.
Yeah.
But they were going through a. I bet this came out of that whole COVID thing. You know, these actors sit at home needing to make some money, pay the bills.
Oh yeah, and Ryan Reynolds.
That's daddy right there.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, but
And
not
Paul Rudd.
Green Lantern. Okay, no.
Not the Green Lantern.
That's a terrible
Answers.
movie.
Yeah.
I like that. I agree with you about Denzel. He's an actor. You know, that dude can play lots of different roles.
Ew.
No, you don't think so?
Oh no, I'm looking at Paul Rudd. No offense.
Wait,
He's a,
sexiest man
Ant-
alive.
Yeah, Paul Rudd won the
Sexiest
sexiest man
man
alive.
alive.
Yeah.
He's
When?
he's Ant-Man.
This
year.
What the
even that. Yeah, I know.
Isn't he Ant-Man, right?
Yes.
Let me look at these pictures. Maybe it'll
Ant-Man.
change my mind.
No.
He's a good-looking dude.
Please not Google naked pictures of Paul Rudd.
Oh,
He's
no,
not.
please.
He's not naked. He's just on the magazines. I mean, he got a nice little bicep, but ain't he old?
Oh my gosh.
I guess age doesn't
Okay,
matter. Who was yours?
Let's
Oh,
get back to Amy's question here. What do you think? Who's your favorite actress?
Well, how you look at it is, if you see the trailer and they're in it, you don't even care about the movie.
That's
You're
true.
done. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm going. I don't care if he does nothing.
Really? Just
That's true.
Just
I like
Stand
him.
there and breathe a bicep.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so-
with his shirt off and
yeah,
his tattoo.
Or not. I can
Yeah.
make sure.
Okay.
And then, but I want to say the thing that makes you a good actor is you forget that you're looking at the actor.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michael Fassbender was in 300.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
he was Steve Jobs, and I stopped seeing
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender and started
Okay.
seeing Steve Jobs. That's an actor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
What's his
Ryan,
name?
go ahead.
What's his name? When she said that, I thought of oh my gosh, what's his name? Jim from The Office. John Krasinski.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Did you guys see him in 13 Hours?
I could only see Jim.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Could only see Jim.
In 13 Hours, you watched that?
Mhm.
Oh, really? Did you see The Quiet Place?
That I actually don't see Jim. Yeah, that's a
Right.
Yeah.
great movie. The second one was really good too.
How about the Jack Ryan series that he's in?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
I was trying to think
I-
of that show.
I watched like a couple episodes. I wasn't really that into it.
I can see a lot of Jim in the Jack Ryan series. I didn't see him as much in the 13 Hours. That was a great movie. If you haven't seen that movie, 13 Hours, the Benghazi story or whatever, brilliant, very well done.
I did watch that movie. It was a good movie.
Makes you proud to be an American. It also makes you very distasteful towards the people in charge at that time. You know,
Yes.
it's a true story, and so go check it out. I like what you were saying before about an actor that makes you, as soon as you see him in the trailer, I'm very much like that. Ask everybody. If I see somebody or something in the trailer that makes me want to see that movie, I will not watch another second of that trailer.
That's right.
I don't want to see the whole trailer. I don't. When I know I'm going to a movie, I'm done. Don't tell me anything else about this movie. You
That's
know?
right.
And that because I've seen so many movies. I'm like usually ask everybody. Ask Mizani. If I know what's happening even in the trailer, I'll be like, I know what's going on. I know the story. You know.
Yeah.
But I want to be surprised when I go to a movie. You know.
Well, that's why I started writing this column, because I wanted to write it from I'm a person going to the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, hey, that isn't like the book.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And I want to know, is this worth my $20 and $50 worth of popcorn? Because of this movie? Okay. So
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
was, I get a lot of, I think it's funny, went to the end game, Infinity's War.
Okay. Is
and-
that the one where he brought him back, or is that the?
No.
No,
the
that's
first one.
Endgame.
What's the one where he brought him back?
Endgame.
Endgame? End.
Oh,
Okay. It's the end.
Endgame is the second one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
people behind me are crying.
Oh, really?
And I
Because
turned around and I said, hey, Thor's still here. I'm good. I'm all good.
They're crying.
And they cried in the Titanic. And I asked one lady walking out, I was like, you did know this was like a real story. Okay, this really happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
so that means you're in the movie.
did you ever see? Yes.
Oh, I'm just wanting to give mine. I can wait if you want to go.
No, I want you to do it.
Listen, Missy. Do you fancy another go?
If we were naming our favorite actors and actresses, I don't have any dead because I haven't been alive long.
So that's a
Was that-
to us old people.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. Y'all haven't
Jab.
named anybody that's dead.
That's true. I don't know anybody that's dead.
Have you?
We'll
But-
go back around and name dead ones.
Okay.
But I would have to say that's hard for. That's one of the hardest things for me because I love so many actors. But
So many
right,
actors, but
yeah,
And their
well,
yeah. And their
anyway, right now I really like Emma Stone because she's not secular. She has the capability to be a lot of different characters, and she's got family up here, so I like that.
yeah. But what has she done that really struck you as amazing acting? Like she's out of her normal everyday self.
You haven't
playing up
watched
here.
Cruella, so you don't know. But Cruella was
What should I tell you?
Excellent.
it was
Okay.
fly. She did a spectacular
Okay.
job. And then I would have to say Alex Skarsgård. If you've
He was the clown.
He was the clown.
really?
He
Okay.
also was in True Blood. If you've watched True Blood, he's also in the show on Netflix called it's something where you're just a chip and you go in people's neck and you wear skin
Black
suits.
Mirror.
No, it's not that. It's something else. It's called something. I cannot remember. It's not Altered Carbon. You should watch it.
I saw a little bit of that.
Altered
yeah.
Carbon. He's in that. He
Oh, is he the one? He's stark naked in that movie.
Yes.
Okay, I know.
But he's
I
such
pretty
a
much
good-
quit watching that show
well,
after
he's
that.
technically playing a
That's what
complete.
made us.
Yeah, y'all
reason-
watch, but
Well, the reason why I like him in that one is because he's playing an Asian guy.
yeah,
And
I remember that.
a completely different body.
Yeah.
And it's so well written and he's so good at it. He's like spectacular.
Oh, I just remembered amazing from that. Did you see Jumanji 2? The second one. Did you guys? Did you see that, Mazzoni?
No.
You were talking about acting Asian guy. He was acting like an Asian guy in his right. Do you remember Jumanji 2 where The Rock was acting like Danny DeVito? Is that right?
No. Well,
No. Do you remember? Okay. It was,
Oh, I know what you're
You know what I'm talking about?
They all act like
They all acted
they
like
act like
other
different
actors.
people in both of them.
Like before they went into the game, it was like the guy who played the game
Yeah.
was Danny DeVito, and who else was there?
and Danny Glover.
Was it Dan Aykroyd?
If we're gonna go there, Jumanji, the
Jack
first
Black.
one with Jack Black as the
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
Yes.
as the girl,
Yeah.
Exactly.
that was
And
hilarious.
that's what happened
Yeah.
here in the second one. It's
Why didn't nobody say Jack Black? He is quality
yeah, he is
actor.
quality. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He is.
Yeah.
But for sure, that one, Jumanji 2, I was very impressed with the way that they were playing those older actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Whatever. Anyways, brilliant. That was
Yeah.
very well done.
But
And you know I went.
I
'cause
just-
the rocks in it.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
I
We
do
know
want
you
to
saw
say
it.
though, Alex Skarsgård is from a family of actors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, his brother is in Vikings and does a great job as I forget what his name is. Floki, great job. And then his other brother, he has another brother who's an actor too, and he plays some creepy character too. I don't remember what he played, but they are like a family of actors.
Guess who just showed up?
Look at this guy come
Oh, wow.
straggling in. Hey, where's your laptop, man? How are you going to find information for everybody in the world? You got an iPad? You got a laptop? We're just going to
Nothing.
come up with information off the top of your head?
He can't hear you.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna.
We're
I was gonna
completely
say real quick-
insulting him.
I was gonna say real quick. I want to add to this conversation, but Letitia said all the characters. I think she meant Django.
Django.
Django and Chain.
Yeah, that is how you spell it.
That is no, not the L at the
No
end.
L.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was just a typo. But
Django.
that is my favorite movie of all
Oh,
time.
is it really?
And the acting in that movie is
Yeah.
incredible, especially from Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was going to say that, yeah.
I do not know how he did not win an Oscar for that movie.
You know what?
Because there's a scene in it where he like actually really hurts himself, and they keep
oh, yeah.
rolling.
Yeah, when you cut his
Yeah.
When he
hand.
cut his hand,
Ye-
and they keep rolling. And I've watched that movie so many times I cannot get tired of it. I have it on digital, DVD. Like,
I think he likes it.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
It really is very. I love those kind of movies, anyways. That time period, you know, where it's like, go ahead. Yeah, it's like during that time period where you have the. It's that I love any period piece. Just to be honest with you, if it's in the future or in the past. Most movies that are set in this time frame, I'm not as crazy about them, you know, because I'm like most people. I go to the movies to escape from reality.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
live here.
Yeah,
So,
it's like I know what this looks like.
Yeah.
You got a movie, a lot of Bruce Willis movies where he's running and gunning and shooting, and I'm just kind of like, that's stressful. Like I'm trying
I'm
to.
tired. Yeah.
But Django, yes, Ryan, Django was a very good movie. Very, if you haven't seen it,
I think there's potential in this crowd.
if you haven't seen it, it's very brutal. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's brilliant. He's a brilliant movie maker, storyteller. I love Quentin Tarantino movies.
Just the shots in that. I got it. Like the cinematography. in that
Cinematography.
is amazing.
Yep.
Just like how they do the different zooms and pans, like, and
Yeah.
just the backgrounds and everything. It's just everything about that movie.
It's
is
brilliant, and
amazing.
then it's gritty, it's dark, it's hard. You know, they kept that girl in the box underground, and I mean, just it's a hard movie. If you're faint at heart, it's not for you for sure. There's some brutalities, nudity, all that stuff, but it's a brilliant. If you're a fan of movies and great stories of cinematography and Quentin Tarantino, you will love that movie. But yeah, totally. Great call there, Ryan. That's a great movie.
Well, I got to shout out Letitia Speaks. She said all the characters in Django. So
Yeah, but you're the one that like fell apart Googling over
I
it.
saw it and I was
No.
like, oh, because
Yeah.
I literally just watched it like the other day.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, good job. Thank you, Letitia. My family watches certain movies over and over again like that, but they're not like those movies. Like we watch "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's one of our favorites of all time. Nacho Libre, we watch we watch that religiously. What other ones do we watch all the time?
Without a paddle.
No, I don't watch that. You watch
Well,
a
me
lot?
and your kids do.
Yeah. Yeah, and then my kids, they have a whole set of movies that, but like a lot of times I'll just drop down. Nacho is a big one, and then of course those certain movies we quote all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in every aspect of the rest of your life. You know, and if you're a fan of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," you know that part where they're sitting around the fire and he says he's going to slap that dollar on the barrel head and buy back the family farm. You know. And he says, "'Cause you ain't no kind of man if you ain't got land." I was buying a house one time.
You got to throw it in.
And I
You
fit it
gotta
in
put
there.
it there.
So yeah, we love good, well-written movies. Hey, speaking of Quentin Tarantino, are you guys fans of him? Because when I mentioned that a minute ago, I didn't get a lot of response. You guys fans of
Big fan.
QT?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
a genius.
He owns those gas stations too. You know,
He's okay.
the QT.
Really, bro?
Does he really?
No, really.
No,
No.
not really.
Got him.
He needs some milk. I wanted to ask you.
believe
I wanted
that
to
for a
ask you
second.
though. Have you watched There Will Be Blood?
Oh,
yes.
love
Have
it.
you? Listen, tell me why that one scene, because you made me think about that whenever you said things you
One
quote.
scene. That's right.
That one, that one scene where me and my cousin, we quote it all the time, and we say, "I left my boy." Say it. I left my boy when he's beating him with the. That's my favorite part, but it's funny to me.
Yeah, I love that movie. Those kind of movies that when the previews are all slow and dark and
Yeah.
just the oil fields and the grit, you know. That movie was great. Another movie that came out around the same time was No Country for Old Men. Oh man, one of my favorites. I tell you one I do watch all the time, kind of like you watch Django. Is Sicario 1 and 2. Have you
Yeah.
guys seen those? Great movies.
Yeah, and that's movie making.
Yeah, that.
Okay, because they're not in that situation, but they're making it
Yeah.
so that we are.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
movie making.
Like in Sicario, I love it. Every time they have like that aerial view of the row of cars and they're going into like, you know, where's that filmed at? That city in Mexico? You know what I'm talking about? Southern top. Anyways, when they're like traveling like that and then the music's like, oh, you know, just like those big, deep musical bellows. It's just awesome. Love me some movies. So.
That's right. That's all about that. Now we were talking about dead people. Okay.
Oh yeah. Now, okay. Oh wait, I didn't say who
go
I
back to-
was,
yeah,
and,
who's your
and
live
Andrew
guy?
didn't tell us who his favorite actor. Andrew, before you came in, we had a question about who our favorite actors are, living and dead. And we haven't gotten to the dead ones yet. So
Paul Walker.
oh, hold on. No, we haven't got to dead ones yet. And Sam Elliott's still alive. He's in that new TV show coming out. That looks really cool. Him and Tim McGraw. Andrew, are you pausing for effect?
I gotta think. There's a lot of great actors.
Why don't we start the dead, and then he can do both his when everybody's finished.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, got to go with Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was bad to see.
Let
that
me-
he passed on.
Let me see if he's. Wait, I haven't said my favorite actors
Right.
that are alive yet. I keep
Oh,
waiting
wow.
for everybody else to go first because I'm polite.
Yeah, don't.
Has everybody gone? Ryan, did you give your favorite actors?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I just
You're
gave
not
it
that
from
guy.
I just gave it from Django.
Oh.
But I really
Oh, yeah, Leonardo.
Leo and
Leo's awesome, by the way.
and Christopher Waltz. I really like him. He's the German in that movie who helps out
Yes.
Django. Yeah.
He's also the bad guy in
James Bond.
nope, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah.
So, look,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like him too as an
Isn't he?
actor. He's incredible.
Sherlock Holmes was.
Oh, it's funny when he talks.
You're right. It's
I mean-
James Bond. Yeah.
It's the way he moves his mouth.
Yeah.
I just can't explain it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Articulate.
Leonardo DiCaprio is one of my all-time favorite actors, but in certain scenarios, let me explain. In the movie Great Gatsby, where he's clean cut and he's like this, family man, hated it. There's another one he did with the, it's like set in the 50s, and they're
Catch
like,
me if you can.
no, that was a pretty good movie.
That was a good movie.
But there's another one. He's with the blonde lady, and it's set in the 50s. Anyways, I hated it, But when he's like gritty, like Body of Lies. Have you guys seen Body of Lies? Oh my goodness, love it. Love those kind of movies where, he's got that stubble and he's just playing like this mean and gritty. He's a brilliant actor. How about Shutter Island? See him in that?
But you're passing over. He won an Academy Award for The Revenant.
This is
The
why you
Revenant
get
is one of
paid
my
the big
favorite
bucks.
of all time movies.
That's
I
what I'm
love.
saying.
Is that
That's
the
what
one
I'm
with the
saying.
horse?
No, that's the one with the bear where it
bear.
mauls him.
Was there not a guy who lived in a horse?
Yeah, he
got
slept in
a
that.
horse?
He had to sleep
Yeah,
in the horse
that's
that night. Yeah, that was it.
That's all I
And it's
remember.
true.
Remember the pelts and all the Indian pelts and all that stuff? Yeah, I mean beaver pelts, and it was set in the Indian days. It was
Yeah.
brutal. It was gritty. It was dark.
He deserved it. Not
Yeah.
for Titanic. Let's just.
No,
say
that's
that.
what I'm saying. The
He was
Titanic,
not king of the world.
basketball hoops or stories or whatever. Remember that one?
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Forget it.
great.
That was
he
Johnny.
Forget
was
it.
immaculate
No.
in that.
Bringing it
That
in,
literally.
yeah.
No, I'm not saying
Crying.
he's not a good actor in those. I just don't. Me personally, I don't
That's
like
not
that
your
taste. I don't like that clean cut kind of like. I would like him to be. He just plays that. He can play that. I'm just miserable, but he can show those emotions so brilliantly. Again, the Body of Lies. If you guys have seen that, have you seen it? Everybody seen Body of Lies?
No.
What about Blood Diamond?
Oh yes.
You know
That
what I
was
mean?
very
That
good.
that kind of, you can see what I'm talking about. Like he plays like this kind of this dirty, not kind of like morally corrupt a little bit,
Morally,
but then he can show in his emotion everything how he kind of he never really fully redeems himself, but he
He's on his way.
changes, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just he's a brilliant actor. I really like.
I just thought of one when you were naming all those movies. I don't know why it came to mind. Y'all probably won't agree with me, but Kenny looks
Disclaimer.
awesome. Shia LaBeouf made a huge run for me
Yeah.
with Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yes, Shia is a
Sounds
brilliant actor.
Lawless, bro.
Never seen it.
Lawless.
Period. Poo.
Lawless, he's brilliant. Greatest game ever played when he was young. Did you guys watch that movie?
Yeah.
When he was a younger actor.
It was.
the golf movie.
What was the movie where he was on the?
Transformers.
No, not Transformers.
Transformers may have
with
been his
Zero.
worst
With
work.
Zero. He was with Zero. Remember?
Holes.
Holes.
Oh yes,
It was Holes
he
for
was
me.
young in that one. Yeah,
I was like,
Shia.
I'm a fan.
You hear the rap song, The Holes?
Even Stevens, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah, Shia can do also when he does those dark roles where he's complex. He's complicated individual. Like Transformers. No, I mean he wasn't complicated. He was this college
funny.
kid.
It was
He was
Yeah,
funny. He was funny. Yes. I don't mean to discredit his work. He definitely worked hard and did a good job. But I'm just saying when he plays roles like Peanut Butter Falcon, anytime he's getting. Did you guys see the music video for Chandelier?
Yes, I did.
No,
but
no,
he got a lot of backlash on that.
Elastic Heart because of the girl, right? But big deal. So, I mean, everybody's reading into something that's not there. But the facial acting he did in that music video was amazing. He's a brilliant actor. Brilliant actor.
Well, before we go to dead people,
Yes.
Okay,
she just-
what's say? What about the guy on Hangover?
Is that Ken Jones?
The Asian guy. Yeah, Ken Jones.
You know he's a doctor in real life.
Doctor.
Is he really?
He's a real doctor. Him and his wife both.
Really? Okay.
But
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it. Would you? That's his job, not to know.
Yeah. Thanks for that comment, Letitia. He is he's a pretty good actor. I don't know. Have I ever seen him in a different role other than that? Like he has.
Yeah, where he's been serious. Yeah, he's
Has he?
hilarious.
Oh, really?
I love it when he wears like a suit, and like a slacks and a button up with a tie, and he uses like a very American accent. He just seems so plain,
Yeah.
not like Mr. Chow. He's completely opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really he's a funny guy. If I have to pick one actor right now, all these guys we talked about, I love them, and I can't even. There's probably 10 guys I haven't even mentioned that I could go on and on about. But the guy right now that I'm going to choose, and he's a younger actor, Robert Pattinson. That's who I'm going to choose right now.
Edward.
And
Team
not
Edward.
because of Edward.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't stand his role in
Definitely
Edward.
Not Team Edward. Yeah.
But I saw him in a post-apocalyptic movie, and he plays like this kind of dunce redneck guy, and he's like British, and he had this southern accent. I mean, it was brilliant, and I loved every second of that, and that made me realize how good of an actor he is. And now he's got Batman coming out. You know, we've talked about Batman before about whether or not he's going to do good in that role.
I love her.
His frame
My
to
friend.
me, I'm surprised that they would pick him because of his build.
Yeah, he could play Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Michael Keaton. Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne,
yeah.
not Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, and Val Kilmer, not Bruce Wayne, but okay, Batman.
Val Kilmer,
We're
yeah.
gonna get some hate mail just for that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying the stature.
My favorite Batman so far is definitely shoot, I lost his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
My favorite Batman is
Christian Bale.
Andrew.
Christian Bale, yeah, that's my favorite. Who also is a crazy brilliant
Yeah,
actor. And-
Ford versus Ferrari.
oh
all kinds
yeah,
of- oh
yeah. Christian Bale's an amazing actor. But yeah, he's been my favorite Batman so far.
Okay.
Just-
Well, if you're gonna be that way, okay.
But maybe it's because they did a really good job doing the origin story where he goes to China and Tibet and all that stuff and developed himself and whatever. So
Okay, let's do a speed round of the
Okay,
the
speed
ones
round.
pass away. You have to say the name and give a quote.
a quote.
Yep, so we can laugh.
Can't we just give like a great movie that they were in?
Nope. I want a quote.
Okay.
I want us to be able to know what you're talking about.
So every actor that we're getting ready to say has passed away,
Yep.
but we're going to give a quote from a movie they were in.
Okay, so I already told mine, but Sean Connery,
Yeah.
shaken, not stirred.
yeah.
You know, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to shout out the Bond, even though he had other good roles.
Yeah, he did.
Medicine Man was good. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. If you're looking at comic
Did
books.
If you haven't seen that, watch
I
that.
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I liked him pretty good. There was a season there where I liked a lot of the stuff he did. Everything he came out with was gold, you know, and I would say, yeah. I'm trying to think of some really good ones that he was in, but off the top of my head, I can't. But
That's because we put you on the spot.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. See?
what about you guys in the hole back there? You got any real quick? Somebody that's passed, an actor that's already passed, and maybe a quote from them.
I do not. I found my alive actor that
Okay.
I like. But I'm not going
brought-
to change the subject. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Who's your life?
Well, I got three actually.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
Russell Crowe.
4 hours later. Russell
Crowe.
Crowe, absolutely.
Gladiator.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you see Russell Crowe in Body of Lies that when I was talking about a minute ago? The guy was like an overweight soccer dad.
Yes.
And he was the handler of Leonardo DiCaprio, who was an agent, you know, an undercover guy that was over in the Middle East. And he had one of those Bluetooth earpieces while he's like at his kid's soccer game, and he's like walking Leonardo through these super intense situations. Brilliant acting.
Is Russell Crowe from Repo Man?
No.
No. He's from Gladiator. Les
Yeah, he's
Miserables.
Gladiator in Gladiator.
I never
And he
watched
has-
that.
And Les Miserables, he sang. So. And
Yes,
really did.
that's right. He
Yeah.
did a good job. Did a good job. Yeah. He's a brilliant actor.
Okay,
Russell
we'll
Crowe.
validate that for
Well,
you. Go ahead.
You're yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cool.
We second that nomination.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Yes,
Always.
one of the greatest. Yep,
Right.
one of the greatest.
Hateful person. I'm just kidding. He's not.
Anti-Semitic.
And then Tom Hardy.
Oh yes,
And see both Mad Max. Good
dude.
choice, good
Tom
choice.
Hardy
Both
in
Mad
Lawless
Max.
was amazing.
How do we mention Shia LaBeouf and not Tom
Yeah,
Hardy?
Tom Hardy is a brilliant actor.
Oh my
He's just one of the best
gosh.
current actors
Isn't
there
he in
are.
Peaky
right now.
Blinders too?
Yeah, he's one of the best current actors that there is.
What's that? You know that movie that he was in where he was like two brothers and he
yeah.
played both of them?
I don't know the name of
forget
the
the
movie.
name.
But yeah, I know what you're
That was
talking
a
about.
great movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They were like two brothers
Yeah.
that were gangsters.
Yeah.
And he played both of them.
I know
Oh,
exactly what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was. That was a
He
really
also
good
did
movie.
Capone recently. Yeah.
Which is
Legend.
very strange.
That's the movie.
Did you know he was in
Thank you, Andrew.
Dunkirk? He was the pilot in Dunkirk. Most people don't know that because he had his face covered most of the time. But
But we knew it was Bane.
yeah, I did not know he was Bane until.
Yeah, are you serious?
Yes, I did not know.
That's just
Swear.
ignorance.
Yeah, for everybody watching, Bane was one of the Batman villains, and I did not know he was Bane until years later.
Anybody want to steal this? Just so you know, a TikTok idea is to do a Bane clip and then put the Kanye West over it. It cannot always be night. That'll be fire. I'm just saying. Go ahead and take that. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You merely adopted the darkness.
Yeah, you feel me?
I was
Good job there.
born in it.
But he was quite the different Mad Max.
Yeah, good job.
Because he was mad.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, he was
crazy.
also he was
No,
also
he
in
did
The Revenant.
brilliant. Yes, he did.
He was also in The Revenant.
I didn't know that.
Wasn't he the guy that was getting chased down?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a brilliant actor. Brilliant. Good call. Good call.
Yeah, good. We'll
Okay.
give you 3. That's
Anybody else on passed away, actors that have passed away, and everybody watching the show at home, put your comments below who your favorite actor that has passed away.
I got a quote from Paul Walker.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I almost had you.
That's right.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna badmouth any actors that have passed away. So
That's right.
because I could,
Oh, yeah.
I have opinions on different actors, and they're not. It's not bad mouthing. It's just my opinions on those. Poop, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Robin
Poop.
Williams.
I like when it goes, first day on the job and I'm already having hot flashes.
Yeah,
That's
Mrs.
my
Doubtfire.
favorite.
Hey, Robin Williams that's a great one. He was an amazing actor. Yeah,
Yes.
he played some really good roles, and he got into those. Mine to Alfred. Alfred, what is that?
I don't know.
I know I'm supposed to know what this means because I know that lady real well.
Do you?
Hey, hey, baby, thanks for watching the show. Mine to Alfred.
I don't know. Maybe let that marinate. Maybe she'll answer it.
Is
in
that a
second.
quote from Larry Boy on VeggieTales?
Mine is Bernie Mac, and it's Jangling, Jangling.
Milk and cookies.
Jangling.
Jangling.
Bernie Mac.
Arms the peppy.
Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
He was funny.
He was brilliant. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And he passed from pneumonia.
No.
Yeah, it's very sad. You can go to a website of famous actors that have passed from pneumonia, and there's a lot of them, like 50 or 80 that are
And you're
actors,
thinking, didn't know it. Yeah.
and you don't even know it. And
Oh my gosh, y'all.
I think Brittany Murphy passed from pneumonia. And I think what happens is they just don't already you already don't think you're
like Bozeman.
that bad, but then
Right.
compounded that now you're famous and you got to go to a hospital and have nurses and
And people are
everybody
gonna
be like,
take
"Oh, you're Bernie Mac."
pictures.
Let me
Yeah.
and you feel like
Yeah.
crap. It's just awful. So
Oh my
there's a
gosh.
website you guys can look at the famous people that died from getting a cold and getting pneumonia. So
Chadwick Boseman. How do we forget him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He is like,
yeah, he's yep. Mm-hmm.
oh, that hurts me in my heart.
I know.
Anybody else back in the hole of got famous actors that have passed favorite real quick? We already got a couple.
I already said mine.
Okay. I'm going to pick.
people
Kenny, you got one? You chiming in? Okay. I'm going to pick Heath Ledger.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You are awesome.
Yeah.
And you're going
I-
to say, why so
Scars.
serious?
Go ahead, do it. Do your.
No,
do your
I
thing.
don't. If I was gonna pick one, then that I would pick for him. It was from that movie, but it's when he said, "What do you say? Pain. I like pain."
Want to see a magic trick?
Yeah. And then Batman goes, "Then you're gonna love me."
Yeah.
No, that wasn't my favorite movie that he played
A
in.
Knight's Tale, I bet.
No, my favorite one he did was called Four Feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? You guys see Four Feathers? It's very not a very well known movie, but it's epic. It's an epic story. It's like 2.5 hours long of this like spanning continents. It's set like in the old colonial days. No, it's not colonial. But it's British. The British Army span. Brilliant movie. It's about this guy who loses his courage and doesn't want to go to war and ends up becoming an amazing man and just awesome. Who's that black guy that's in that movie with him? He was in Never Back Down. You guys see that movie, Never Back Down?
Of course.
Who's that guy? That actor? It's
Evan
like
Peters?
No, the
Oh,
black.
he's great too. How
yeah.
we forget Evan
Yeah,
Peters?
you know what I'm talking about. In Never Back Down, the guy who plays, and I love that guy and everything he does. But I can't remember his name because it's like a different name than normal. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Is he like the African dude?
Yeah. He always plays that.
All right, I'm gonna butcher this
Dimon?
name. Yeah, Dimon Honsal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always
was in
has
Blood
that.
Diamond.
Yes, he was the guy in Blood Diamond. He
Blood
always has that accent, even in interviews, and so yeah, brilliant actor. But he's in Four Feathers with Heath Ledger. It was made way back a long time ago, and not many people have seen it. I would encourage you to go watch it. It's PG-13. Brilliant movie.
You know what's not PG-13?
Oh my gosh. What?
Casanova.
That's exactly so.
Now we want to talk about Heath Ledger.
There we go.
We're going to talk about Casanova.
I just had a really dumb moment. I was looking at Heath Ledger's movies. I'm like, man, he hasn't been in a movie since 2008.
Yeah. There's a
Okay.
reason.
There's
my
a
God.
reason. Yeah.
Okay, on that, are we still going around?
Kenny is killing it on those sound
We've
effects.
been on the same question for like an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry. You ready?
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
let's go to another question, Mazzani.
Okay, so this next question.
Hey, wait, let's do a commercial first. Can we do a commercial?
Yeah, let's
Ryan?
let you do it.
Why don't you lead us into a commercial?
Yes, please.
And now a word
Wait,
from our
wait,
sponsors.
Zaida, we got to see her over here. There you go.
And now a word from our sponsors.
It's pretty good.
Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show time and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van show.
Welcome back to, how long was that, 15-second song or something like that? What happened? Zaida is protesting. There we go. We haven't talked about Zaida at all, and so she's getting back at us. Zaida is amazing. By the way, Zaida, I've been noticing the camera work. I really have. Brilliant. You've been doing a really good job. Thank you very much. You're awesome. You guys can't see Zaida. We have her back in the hole so that she can see and hear everything you guys are seeing. So if you got a problem with the sound or whatever, let us know. But Zaida is a great asset to the show. What is? I'm doing bad? I can't hardly hear.
No, we got one camera going crazy.
Oh, we got camera going. Okay. All right, Mazzani?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, before we do that, let's just give a real quick plug for this. This is...
Let's preface this.
Do you mind?
We post your comments, questions into our Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching, and also any prayers that you might have that you want us to address. We would be happy to do those. And speaking of which, we'd like to do one for a special individual tonight.
Yeah, good.
A couple individuals.
Yeah, good preface. All the time, Mazzani and I think about that we should make it available, not just questions and comments about the show, but if you're having a hard time or whatever, you need us to pray for you about anything, well, absolutely we'll pray with you. This situation, the grind staffs have, their son was 32, had a heart attack, and went to be in heaven. Very tragic and sad. But they are doing actually a friend of theirs, Wayne Carpenter, is doing a memorial golf tournament. This is all local. If you're watching in Alabama or California or something, this doesn't have anything to do with you. But just local to the show where we filmed the show. There's some friends of ours. But I'm going to put this on, Zaida, I'm going to put this on the guest camera so that they can see it real quick. And there's a local golf tournament. It's coming up on the 4th of December. I want you guys to check this out. And there's the details. You can pause the video. Go back and pause the video and then get all the details off of that. So check it out. And go play some golf, have some fun, and help support the family there. Cool. All right, Mazzani.
All right, let's go.
Let's kick it to the next question on this episode of the Ask Big Van Show.
Okay, this question comes from Ryan Crazy. He wants to know, are you excited to have Cam Newton back on the Panthers?
Carolina Panthers. Yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
No.
I am excited, Kenny. Calm down.
I'm back. I'm back.
He said it real high like that.
Please.
He said, I'm black.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. That's what he said, Ms. Honey.
My guy.
Yeah. Kenny doesn't feel the same way I do. I'm a forget and forget kind of guy, you know.
What do you do?
What the dog do? What the dog doing?
What did he do?
Tell us how you feel, man.
No, I mean, okay. So first of all, I was never a really big Cam fan. Just so you guys know, when he first came on board, I always felt like his head was way too big to fit in the helmet.
Agreed.
And I feel like when he left, I feel like he came in thinking I'm going to win the Super Bowl every year that I'm in this league, right? And then, had difficulties and all that stuff. And then when he left, I feel like, absolutely, it was a little sense of relief. It's like, well, let's get somebody in here that's going to be more of a team player. Because I came out of the Jake Delhomme era, and Delhomme was he was every man's fan. You know what I mean? That guy would cry. He was emotional, and he was a team player. He knew he wasn't the greatest on the field, but he could pull his team together. And he's done as much as Cam Newton's done. Maybe not personal stats, but as far as taking our team to the same distance.
So Cam did have that problem with the female reporter about her asking questions about routes, and he goes, "It's funny to hear women talk about routes."
Oh, really?
Let's go, Brandon.
Routes.
But so my thoughts are now, he's been released, went to several other teams, and didn't do well at those teams, and now they all cut him. So I'm hoping, because Cam Newton's an incredibly talented individual, if he can be humble and play with the team members, we could have a chance at when Cam could take this team to the Super Bowl. There's no question in my mind. He has the talent to do the
Not
work.
this year.
Yeah, even this year, right? Or are we too far out?
It's not going to
No,
happen.
it could happen.
I doubt it.
I'm just saying, I'm an eternal optimist. I think it can happen this year, and I think it should happen this year. That'd be great for him, Kenny. But if I'm totally about a story, and I think this will be a great story. A guy as talented as Cam, he's got plenty of years left of good talent. He's got his shoulder fixed, everything. I think if he can pull his mindset in. Why are you asking if you don't want my opinion?
I didn't ask.
It was me.
I didn't ask.
So, anyways, that's what I think. I would be super happy. I'm willing to forgive him of his past if he's willing to change his ways, and I think that he has the goods to. He's a much better quarterback than any quarterback we've had since.
I heard butt munch in that.
So did I.
Butt munch.
That's what I heard.
He's
I
a butt muncher.
But he's also brought the focus back on Carolina, which is what we need.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's
Now-
going to be the one that sucks in the contracts and brings the sponsors in, and folks are going to turn out just to go see him. Even
Well-
if they're wanting him to fail,
Yeah,
they're
that's
still going to go.
There's that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the interview yesterday, and I rarely watch the news, but yesterday, they were trying to make him the surrounding story. And one thing he did say that I can kind of get behind is that he was like, listen, you guys are trying to make it out like we won this team because of me. The reality is this is a great team, and I just came back, and we're just trying to get it. So
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. Hopefully he does have a different mindset now that he's back, and maybe he's a little bit more humble. But the old Cam Newton, no, he can go play somewhere else.
Andrew's making faces like he may or may not agree.
I'm a hater, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, you don't like him.
We support you.
I honestly think he's.
Trying to give you a high five, bud.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know him personally, but the way he portrays himself in post-game interviews or even during the Super Bowl when he could have dove for that ball and just said, business decision, not worth it. I mean, that tells me, just that one instance, you're not a hard-nosed, smash-mouth football player.
Yeah.
He's obviously always been bigger and more talented, athletically blessed than everybody he's ever played against. But I don't think that he's a high-character individual, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not a
I've
team
seen
player.
multiple interviews that he's done, and
Yeah.
he always thinks that no matter what, he's always in the right when he's not.
Yeah.
I just personally wouldn't want to be a friend with.
Well, let's just carry on the bash fest here, because the problem with that is a lot of that was, I could tell. You know what? I'm going to let Mazzani. She wants to say something. Go ahead, Mazzani.
I just keep thinking how into politics Andrew is and how he said that, and yet you guys are so forgiving of Trump and the things he says.
because he never did anything wrong. All taken out of context.
Oh.
All taken out of context.
Oh.
All media lies.
Nah.
Quiet. Congratulations.
I gotta say, I'm going back to like bringing more people in. I'm not looking forward to that because I have to work
Right.
Panthers games Sundays at home, and it's already
Sorry.
crazy as it is. So
Yeah.
I'm.
No, I mean definitely to sum up this topic is that I would say he has the goods. The bottom line is we want to win. We want to win games. If he was winning games, I think all of our opinions would be different. If he had won the Super Bowl and didn't die for one of the catches, nobody would care about that. But when that not getting that point affects the outcome of the game, then we go back and scrutinize that. You know what I mean? And so the bottom line is he's got the talents, he's got the goods. Hopefully now he's humble enough to be able to go for that play. You know, give it a little more. Be a more hard-nosed player like Andrew's talking about, and hopefully we see some good results from that. You know, I want to win. I want to win.
I think he's a me guy. He's a me, not a we guy.
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
I don't want to get paid to lose.
We'll see how he does.
Well, I hope he's baptized.
We'll see.
I want to win.
Okay.
And he's the best shot we got this year for sure. So. Anaconda squeeze.
Lamar Jackson, though.
Yeah. What?
Lamar Jackson is 10 times the quarterback.
You saw him, Lamar
Cam
Jackson.
Newton.
Shout out.
Lamar Jackson, Baltimore,
Okay.
Ravens,
Home of the Crabs.
Oh, Bo Brooks Crab House, oldest crab house in Baltimore.
Ah, there you go.
All I'm
He's
saying
plugging.
is Miami Dolphins.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Did you ever? We talked about that time with the Dolphins mascot, but
Don't do it. She likes him.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I was a Dolphins fan for a couple games back when Dan Marino was quarterback.
You mean for all those games when it was a perfect season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
She was
Yeah.
prepared.
I think everybody
Oh.
was a
Everybody
fan
was a
then.
Dolphins.
remember the perfect season.
Back in the day.
Way back in the...
Way back in the day. Lazani, do you want to go to another question?
Yes, Robbie Key.
Robbie Key.
Hello. He's running late to the show, but he wants to know what is the best prize Valerie ever won playing bingo.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that's a great question.
all right. So playing bingo, I got kicked out of the senior center because I won
Oh.
6 games in a row.
Oh,
So-
violently? Like when they took Jesus to the edge of the cliff to throw him
Then
off?
It was like
Not quite
a
that
bunch
bad.
of little people on walkers. You're out of here. You're out of here.
Yeah.
So,
Get her out.
but now I'm giving away the prizes now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the goddess.
Because you're in
So,
charge. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah.
Mazzani won,
Mazzani
the
won?
jackpot one time, right?
Yeah.
The big one.
$190.
Whoa, cha-ching.
You know,
She cheated.
I did not actually. I was just as surprised as everybody else.
She told me.
She
No.
bribed her for $200.
She said, I'll give you business. I'll give you I'll give you a cut.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good question. Thank you very much there, Robbie. Good to see you chiming in and asking. I've never won anything in bingo now that I think about it.
Oh wow. Maybe that'll change. We keep going.
You won.
right.
You won sadness.
Oh wow. Ryan,
And disappointment.
he's coming for the neck. Where's the swords?
Yeah, we're the.
I like
I'm looking for him. Oh wow. Okay, so since we're on movies, we're getting a lot of like movie related questions.
They're still
Movie
asking
episode.
about movies.
Yeah, they start asking about movies. This one, I like this one right here.
Let's see her name thing now.
That's right.
Oh, you got to put it on her.
It's been
Yeah.
updated. Yeah. There you
Bingo
go.
goddess
There you
/ movie aficionado.
Oh wow,
I
I
know
know
you-
you spell a
I
new
looked it up.
word.
I,
I
spelled
know
it
you
up.
had to Google how to spell that.
No, I was kidding. I knew how to spell it.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead, Mazzani.
yeah, let's
So this next one is from Tyrone Higgins. You're gonna hear me be quiet about this because I know nothing.
Oh goodness.
He wants to know who has watched or saw the movie 1883 Western with Sam Elliott.
Is it called 1883 Western? I don't know anything about this. I'm familiar with Sam Elliott.
Sam
and-
Elliott,
and some of
but,
his-
yeah.
Sam Elliott has looked old for like 50 years.
when he was born. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing him like in Roadhouse from the 80s, and he played
Exactly
that
the
old
same.
wise guy.
Yeah.
He looks exactly the same. He's like 77 now or something like that.
But he also there was one movie where he shaved off his mustache.
He had his mustache shaved off for Parks and Rec too.
Is it called The Quick and the Dead?
No, it was a military movie.
Oh yeah, I know what
They
you're
said,
talking about.
I'm sorry, no.
He cussed a lot.
Gettysburg.
Said you have to take that off because
Really?
in the military you wouldn't have had that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm looking at him going, I know that's Sam, but no.
Yeah,
no.
it's painful to
No,
watch.
no, no.
Yeah. He's played that old wise man role and rough, tough, and for a long time. Yeah. I don't know that movie that you're referencing, so I apologize.
Somebody just said just like Tom Selleck. Who is that?
Tom Selleck. He's in Blue Bloods. Has been for forever now. Blue Bloods
Magnum P.I.
Yeah, he got famous on Magnum P.I. Did a bunch of movies. Quigley Down Under. That was a good movie. With
And
him
the
in it.
baby movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Those
Who's
were
Talking.
called Look Who's Talking. Yeah.
And 3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby. That's what I'm thinking.
I only know look who's
That's
talking.
John Travolta.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't do. He didn't do Look Who's Talking. Did 3 Men
Oh,
and a Baby.
okay, but that
Good
is a good
night,
movie
sweetheart.
though.
It is.
Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good. That's those are two old legendary actors.
Still with us. It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Elliott's getting ready to do a whole series coming out. If you guys are watching the Yellowstone series, if anybody's watching that, which that's brilliant. It's dark and gritty and nasty and
That's what we like.
yeah. As you can tell, those are the things that move me. But if it's not for the faint of heart, that TV show is not. Believe it or not, it's on
Peacock.
Yeah, no, it's on Paramount. It's a TV show. It comes out once a week. You got to wait for it, and I didn't realize they still did that. I thought everything was like you could download and watch the whole season at one time. But anyways, yeah, that looks good. So, well, no, what I was saying, he's not on Yellowstone. They're doing an offshoot of that movie, a prequel series from back when, 60 years before that or something. Where Kevin Costner's dad, who I believe is Tim McGraw in that series, and then they got Sam Elliott on there too. So that's looking good. It's looking like a good series. I'm looking forward to see that too.
Quick question, Valerie. Since you're a movie buff, you said what's his name? You just said it.
Kevin Costner.
Tim McGraw.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. What's that movie in there where he was stepping out on his wife and he was gay?
What?
I watched it one time on a channel I wasn't supposed to watch. It was really good. I just don't remember what it was called.
Are you sure it was Kevin Costner?
Let Him Go.
I don't know. Maybe. What?
Oh wait, you're talking about Let Him Go, right?
I hope you looked that up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Everybody,
Seen that before.
all the dudes in here are
It all
like,
got all quiet.
I never heard of that movie.
What?
Maybe that was what the message in the bottle was.
Oh, that's crazy.
I just thought she would know because,
Bazinga.
she know the movies.
Bazinga. Mazzani, what do you
remember.
think? We got any more questions?
Yeah,
in
we're
there?
good to go. We got a lot of questions.
Oh,
Let's go to
gosh,
this one.
it's popping.
Yeah.
We popping. I'm allowed to say popping
We're
now,
gonna
right?
we're gonna give our movies just one small break. We'll come back because we have a lot to say about
Yeah.
this. But let's go to this one because I know you've been dying to do it. It's from Ryan Craigie. Crusty. He wants to know, Kyle Rittenhouse,
Oh, gosh.
guilty or guilty?
Oh my god.
Oh, my
I think
God.
it says innocent.
What's
It's
that?
guilty or innocent.
Somebody's been watching
Yeah.
too much CNN.
yeah, exactly. It depends on what news station you're following. Absolutely.
I don't even know what this is.
So, if you're not familiar with the Kyle Rittenhouse issue, he's the young man who he was attacked during the riots. When was this? 2 years ago?
No, this was very recent.
Last year?
Last year.
Yeah.
He was attacked during the riots and ended up shooting. He killed 2 guys and wounded the other guy, the third guy. I'm sure you guys have seen these previews or this story.
It's all over TikTok.
It's got the guy. It's the guy that's on the ground. Another guy's got a skateboard hitting him in the head. You've seen that picture? It's everywhere. That's the story. And so the question is whether or not he was innocent. And it's a big story. This is everywhere. If you're watching this show and you haven't heard of this story, then I'm surprised. If you're not watching this show because you don't watch TV, then it would be expected that you don't know about that story either. So I guess they've already gone they're towards the end of the trial. The jury's like literally like today. I think they were deliberating right on that. So, but my opinion is, I guess then now the question comes down to if I think that he's guilty or innocent. I think absolutely the dude is innocent in my opinion. I think that anytime somebody's attacking you, and if you're shooting to protect yourself, and it's you have the right to defend yourself, if especially lethally like that. If you have fear of imminent death, that's the way the law reads. And so you had the first guy's questionable. The first guy that he killed, he was running. He did. I don't know if he was attacked because they don't show us that before, but he was running. He turned around. He pointed the gun at the guy. And then the guy kept coming, so he turned and he kept running. And then when he got to where he couldn't really, he was going through these cars. He couldn't really. He turned. He realized the guy was still like right on him.
Yeah.
Like kept chasing him, and he like turned around and the guy lunged for his gun and he shot him. And so it's awful. It's an awful story that that people died. It changes everybody's. But I do believe that people should have the right to defend themselves. Now let me say this, Kenny, because Kenny and I were talking about this earlier. No question on the other two guys. No question on the other two guys. The one guy's hitting him in the head with the edge of a skateboard hard. Like those are death blows. No question. You can defend yourself against that. The other guy pulls a pistol out, gets ready to shoot him. He turns around and shoots the guy. That guy in court should have been thanking Kyle for not shooting him in the chest because he would be dead. Instead he stands in court and he says, "Oh yes," and the defending attorney says, "When your hands were up, did he shoot you?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, "But when you put your hands down and pointed at him, then he shot you." And he goes, "Yes."
Okay.
Right? I mean, and then that same guy goes on CNN. He's like, "Well, let me just put it into context what I meant to say." And so when he's under oath, he tells the whole world the truth. Then he goes on CNN and him and the gray-haired fella, contrive this. It's just, I was disgusted watching that. I'm always disgusted.
Brave survivor of white supremacist
He should have been, yeah, I mean, that guy, look, it hit him here, and it could have gone over 10 inches and ended his life, And anyway, so let me say this, though, Kenny. I will say this about Kyle Rittenhouse, is none of this would have happened to him or anybody else had he not been walking through a crowd with an AR-15. I think that attracted these people to him. In their defense, they very much likely could have been thinking that they thought Kyle was a threat, and they were trying to save other people from him. They may have thought he's going to be walking around shooting people, so let me try to take him out, So they may have been defending who they thought. Does that make sense? It's a tragic story across the board. In my opinion, he should not have been running through a crowd with an AR-15. Just stay home. You don't need to go there, But on the flip side, if somebody's hitting you in the head with a skateboard, you should be able to defend yourself. So,
yeah,
that's my thoughts on it.
Well, Joe Biden said he was a white supremacist, so I'm sticking with that.
There wasn't any. What? There wasn't any race
it was
in
a
this.
BLM riot. I mean, mostly peaceful protest. So, and Joe Biden labeled him a white supremacist. So
You said riot.
no. I meant mostly.
No, it was a
peaceful
riot.
protest.
They were burning buildings.
No.
It was not a peaceful protest. Oh, they burnt people's. They burnt the neighborhood to the
That's
ground.
what a mostly peaceful BLM protest looks like, guys. Listen, $2 billion of damage in 2020, but
No.
mostly peaceful. That's how mainstream media puts it.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with
I
it.
understand. It's been skewed. Anyways, those are my thoughts on that subject.
Who's to say that it wasn't skewed the black people? I just want to say a lot of the outrage was from whites. A lot of the action was from whites.
It's just people out there looking to burn stuff. That first guy that he shot.
It wasn't really that. Yeah.
The first guy that he shot sexually abused 5 minors, 5 boys under the age of 14.
Let's remember this is a family show. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he was let out of a mental hospital that day. First thing he did, I'm going to the BLM riot to burn stuff down.
Oh wow.
That's the type of people. Not all of them.
No question. I'm not defending them at all. The people that go now, there's some people that are legitimately angry in those things. I mean, like they're frustrated about the system. They're frustrated that they don't have any voice. They don't have any, any kind of. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that the Antifa assholes that get, excuse my language, they get bust in.
Antifa's my cousin.
They get bust in from other cities for the purpose of ransacking and destroying and causing chaos and causing trouble. And that makes everybody look bad. You know, the honest to goodness people that are having a peaceful protest, which they have the right to do, and I endorse those protests. You know, but on the flip side, the ones that come in and make those protests look violent and they burn everything down, that's awful. It's ridiculous. Excuse my language there, but that's how I feel about those protests and not protests, but the riots. So,
Can I ask you a question from me? Do you ever think that burning something down is warranted?
yeah. Sometimes I feel like burning stuff to the ground. But let's pick what we're burning. I mean, if we're going to be protests, like when they burnt that police station to the ground, yeah, hell yeah. If you feel like the police shot and killed this person unrightfully, then go burn that police station. I'm not saying I agree with every, but what I'm saying,
About the target?
What have I done?
what I'm saying is, if let's say like we all decided that McDonald's was the worst thing in the world, and we just got so angry about it. I'm being a little facetious, but I'm also making a point here. We got so angry we were ready to do violence to prove our point. Then we should burn McDonald's to the ground. There's no benefit in going and go over and burn somebody's tire shop to the ground.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying when you asked if burning something is ever warranted, and I say there could be a situation. Not all violence is bad violence, you know? So. Toasty!
Okay.
That's my thoughts. I don't know. I'm just an old conservative.
Speaking of violence,
goodness.
Marcus Strickland wants to know, would you rather be burned or electrocuted to death?
Electrocuted all day long, Marcus.
Yeah, me too. I'd rather have volts go through my body, unless I'm that guy from Green Mile, then burned.
You got both in the Green Mile. He got electrocuted so bad he got burned alive too.
Oh, wow. You're right.
It didn't kill him.
Oh my gosh, he's a dead actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's dead. John Coffey died.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about him. Ooh, I feel bad.
Yeah, I'd say electrocuted. I have been electrocuted, not to death.
Obviously.
But one time I was working underneath a deck, and I had to like squat like a duck walk, you know? And I got all underneath it, and I grabbed the drill because I was trying to drill like holes to put the bolts in to hold the deck to the house. And the grill wasn't grounded, and the casing was metal. So I grabbed it, and I picked it up, and when I did, I pulled the trigger, and I went like that, and I couldn't let go because like I was squatted, you know? And so I just went for a long time, and I don't remember how I got out. I think I threw it down, or like somehow I got, and I fell back when I was like, and then my dumb butt got up and grabbed it to take it out. I was like,
I thought you were going to say you got up and tried to do it again.
no, but I grabbed it like to carry it out from underneath the deck, and I was like, I'm almost there. And when that was happening, every muscle in my body was seized, you know, and I was just like,
Seize him.
like every single one of them, and so
Caesar salad?
yeah, see, exactly, and so
I am hungry.
I could imagine if you were, you know, I could imagine if I was not able to let go of that.
I can bench press 800 pounds.
I heard a story about an electrician was hired to come work on somebody's lights one time, and he was standing there at the light switch and was messing, and he got shocked, and he went into that, and the homeowner kicked, like was down the hall and saw it and like ran and like front kick like a karate front kick, kicked him in the side and kicked him off the power and saved his life. The electrician sued him for breaking his ribs
What?
and won.
What?
Yeah, people. So just be aware.
You want to be dead or have broken ribs?
Yeah. Well, that was not. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know the whole story. Like I don't know if the electrician was thinking, well, I do that all the time. You know? But
Wow. Okay.
all right, Mazzani, let's do another. Let's do another.
Yes. Okay, so this next question comes from Amy Pope. She wants to know, where do you see yourself in 30 years?
In 30 years. Oh, let's see. I'll be 29.
Bruh.
1 year older than me. Yeah.
30 years. I'll be golfing. I'll probably be playing golf.
That
Making
makes sense.
movies. I'll be making movies.
What kind of
Playing
movies?
I want to make. I want to make the same, in the same vein as those movies we talked about, like The Revenant, and those kind of movies like Django, like that real
That's played.
powerful, that kind of quality. But I want to make them about Old Testament and the stories of the Bible in the Old Testament, like stories of. I want to do 2 series. I want to do one series of David and his life, and like from the time he was a kid until the time he died. And because in the movies we ever see about David and the story in the Bible is just like him and David and Goliath, and then like that's pretty much it. But there's a lot of crazy good and cool, and then all sub stories about the different people that were in his life, like Benaiah and these 3 brothers. That it's just there's a lot of crazy good stories that you could tell about that, and then do it like they did the Passion of the Christ. Where it's like super high quality. It's fully rated R. Because the Bible is rated R.
So we're gonna get to see harems.
Well, I probably will still not. I probably won't stray like to pornography rated R. But I'm talking about like the violence that takes place. I mean, they're all the time cutting people's head off in the Bible. You know what I mean? And so like David killed Goliath and ran over and cut his head off and picked his head up. I mean, that's you're not gonna see that in a PG-13 movie.
That's true.
And so
family-friendly show.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other series I want to do. At some point in my life is the conquest of Canaan, when the Israelites came out of the desert, and then they went and they actually took over the land of Canaan. You guys all heard the stories like Jericho, where the walls came down, and just all that series, that season in time in the Bible. I just love those stories as well. So, if I could do a movie, if it's the Lord's will for me to make movies in my life, those would be what I would make it on. Now, I may not be able to, if I have to do it myself, then I maybe wouldn't do it in that setting, maybe, but it would be that same story. So, anyways, that's what I'll be doing in 30 years, hopefully.
What about you, Val?
Hanging out with Tracy.
Having joy, right? Every day, every single day.
Yeah.
Do something that makes you feel good, does good for others, because you don't know other people's situations. We see people at bingo, and they're like, oh, yeah, we never come out. My first jackpot winner was daddy-daughter date night.
Oh, nice.
So that was, that's what I want to be. I want it to have joy, like even this podcast, all that kind of stuff, everything live, talking about joy, so that when you're done with everything you do, you have joy. That's what I want to do.
That's great. And give joy. Help them give joy. That's because, like the Bible says, your cup overflows, and so you can give joy to other people.
Ask me if I'm a truck.
Yes. Ms. Zion, where are you going to be in 30 years?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
If I don't get a handle on my eating habits, I'll be dead. But
You be in heaven?
Yeah, I'll be in heaven, hopefully. But you see, but in 30 years, hopefully, I'll be in my house, my paid off home.
Yeah.
With my doctor daughter when she comes back from graduate school, and
30?
Yeah, about 30 years. That's about right?
Yeah.
Come back from graduate school, and maybe I have me a husband or a dog. Prefer the dog.
A lot less trouble.
Yeah, maybe the dog. I'll take the dog. Yeah, and I'll be writing books. I'll be a famous author in 30 years. You'll be reading my books under a different alias because I don't want my dad to know what type of things I write.
Ooh.
Apology accepted.
That's cool. Oh, let's do another question, Ms. Zion.
Yeah,
Let's kick
okay.
it.
So I like this one. I don't know what it means, but maybe you can decipher it.
Oh, goodness.
This one's from Darlene Smyer. She wants to know, I love artificial intelligence movies. I think she means know of any.
Yeah.
What's that movie with? Oh my gosh, Will Smith.
I Am Legend. No, it's not I Am Legend. It's
iRobot?
iRobot. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Total Recall.
I'm trying to think of a good one that I've seen lately.
What about Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf? Was that Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
a good
I've
movie.
never
Is
seen
that
that.
artificial? Yes. Just saw one. Yeah, it wasn't. Is it? It's not Eagle Eye. It's
What's
What was that one with that little girl?
It's at the end. It's the machine, like it's like the eye goes around in the room, and there's all these things. Yeah, it is Shia LaBeouf. Sorry, it's his brother because his brother died, and it was his twin brother and all. Yeah, you're right. That's the one. Is that called? Is that
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I just wasted 10 seconds of your life.
Alita. Battle Angel.
Battle Angel.
Yeah, that would be mine. Yep.
Or what about the Ghost in the Shell?
Oh yeah.
The Ghost.
Ghost
Is
in the
that
Shell.
Scarlett Johansson?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that was fire. That was really mind blowing right there.
What else is a good artificial intelligence movie?
No, that's drugs.
What? Yeah.
Oh, never.
Lucy.
You know what I'm talking about?
She was going toward Lucy.
You know.
Scarlett Johansson.
Tell us. Put the question back up there.
Artificial
I got you.
Tell us, Darlene, what movie are you thinking of? You said you love artificial intelligence movie. Which movies do you think are that we should discuss? Because if it's ones we've mentioned, of course, but obviously, iRobot was a great one. It's a classic. It's brilliant. But
I mean, the whole Terminator series is based on artificial intelligence. Skynet.
That's true.
Skynet.
That's true.
Chappie.
Would you say The
Chappie.
Matrix?
There you go.
The Matrix is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the Matrix.
Chappie. That's a great movie.
Wait,
I love Chappie.
What Hugh Jackman? What's Hugh Jackman's where he had the dancing robot? You know what I'm talking about?
Real Steel.
Real Steel. That was that
yeah.
movie, bro. That's it. Watch Real Steel.
Hey,
That's
now,
a good
y'all
one.
need to just keep backing up. Short Circuit.
Yeah, Short Circuit was good.
Yeah.
Hey, go back to Chappie and reminds me of when we talk about movies before, I wanted to talk about District 9.
Oh yeah.
Have you who's fans in here? Have you guys seen that District 9?
A couple times.
I saw that. I've seen a ton of movies. I've been in the movie theaters. I've wasted so much money in my life on movie theater popcorn.
Oh, it's never a waste.
But I saw District 9 twice in theaters. Both times, this has never happened in any movie I've ever seen. Both times, when the movie started, the theater was full. When it was over half empty.
They didn't like it, but
They
it
didn't
was
like
great.
it. So I found that movie to be the most polarizing movie I've ever seen. Like, you either absolutely love it like we do, or you can't stand it.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was fantastic.
Well, let's not forget Wall-E.
Yeah, Wall-E. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because it's not always going to be a good thing, AI.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
It has two sides, and it could go either way depending on who's in power. Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't want to get political. But
Yeah. No, of course.
In anything that happens.
Transformers is
Transformers,
artificial
yeah,
intelligence.
That's right.
Well, they're not really.
they're
They're
aliens.
sentient.
Think of,
Yeah.
you don't. I disagree.
No, they're from a whole nother planet.
Right, but they're okay.
Mechanical.
Yeah,
That's what she's
whatever,
going
bro.
with, yeah.
What
Whatever.
about The Matrix? Would that be?
I guess not, since we're not counting. If we're not counting Transformers, we're not counting the Matrix.
The Matrix. The bad guy is Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
That guy.
He's a computer program.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, Hugo. He's a computer program, so that'd be artificial intelligence, wouldn't it?
He is,
100%.
yeah.
And actually, artificial intelligence is what took over the world.
That's
what
right.
we had a war.
Yeah.
And they.
That's
basically
right.
won.
It is.
Yeah.
It is an AI movie. So
Is
Matrix,
Resident Evil count like that?
No, that's a
No?
virus.
Yeah, I'm all
Even though the
confused.
Red Queen was artificial intelligence.
Speaking of
Yeah,
virus,
yeah.
did you see Brad Pitt
And the
in
Beehive. You're right.
World War Z? Did you guys see that?
Excellent.
Brilliant movie. Did you
But
see that movie?
I
Yeah.
have to give kudos. I mean, I love me some Brad Pitt, but the guy who played the zombie that chattered his teeth.
Yeah, in up against the glass.
Against the
and when he
glass.
came in and Brad had the sickness in him, and he just like went, yeah, that was really
and
good.
that was the guy's audition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
they
what
used
he
his
did.
audition.
And they're like, "Okay, you're the man for this job. We're gonna do this." Yeah. I was like, that gave
Yeah.
me more the creeps.
Yeah,
Than,
that's-
I mean, Brad Pitt didn't, but that,
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
I didn't watch
And then,
Oh, you need to.
Scary. I don't like scary.
Oh, it is scary.
bull crap! You watch scary movies all the time.
No, I do not.
I thought you watch horror movies.
I do not watch horror movies.
You don't?
No, I really don't. Why are you look so confused?
Because I thought you keep talking
No,
about
everybody
these-
just assumes because I like Underworld and I like, anything vampire and like it's Queen of the Damned, anything like that. I'm going to watch it.
Queen
But
of the
that's not
Damned, that's not a horror
That's not
movie?
scary to me. No, it's based off Anne Rice's novels.
I thought it was a horror movie.
No.
Not in that fact. It's not
Okay.
like Saw. She's saying she doesn't do the gratuitous violence.
Okay, I don't like startling movies. Like that's what I don't like. Yeah, like I don't like ooh, like you just go along with that. I don't like movies like I saw I Am Legend. I didn't sleep for 3 nights, and I am
sure
not
you did
joking.
not.
I am not joking. I saw that I saw it twice. I saw the first time with Brian Cohen, a friend of mine, and we screamed like schoolgirls. We were so shook up.
You cried over the dog. Of course you did. Yeah.
No, I didn't really care about the dog. I don't care. About
Oh,
myself,
my
but-
mom got me, bro. I forgot about that.
But then I saw a friend of mine that I worked with hadn't seen it, and I was like, I'll go back like 2 weeks later. Like, I'll go watch it with you because I was thinking I know all the scary parts are now. No, I still didn't sleep there.
What do you think? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro. I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
I Am Legend. What do you think is the most suspenseful or scariest part of that movie? If you have to pick one.
Oh, it's when he's in the pitch black, kind of towards the beginning when the dog goes into the building and he has to go get him, and it's pitch black, and all you can see is the flashlight view. You know, he's looking for the dog. Yeah. And I hate those. I mean, I just hate them. And then of course the other one is when there's always a black doorway and the camera's doing that zoom kind of thing right into, and you just know something's about to jump out of that door.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I went one time. It was funny. I took the afternoon off, whatever. And I went to Statesville movie theaters, and I went in and did not know any movies that were playing. So I just grabbed. Back then, they used to have these little cards that would give you a synopsis of what the movie was about. And this movie was like, oh, military, whatever. After plague kills over whatever. And I was like, oh, it's like an army kind of military movie, whatever. So I go in and start watching it. It's 28 days later.
Oh, no.
I had never heard of the movie. So, like, I knew I was in trouble, though, right off the bat when the guy's, like, right off the bat, he's, like, sitting in his army Jeep, and one of his friends jumps up to the window to scare him, And so, like, his friend jumps up, and he's like, and the music's like, his friend's, he's like, oh, you're crazy, man. Why you scare me like that? And I was like, that was a lot of scary right there for just being
being a regular.
And like 10 minutes later, within 10 minutes, there's so many like I just walked out. I was like, this is not what I thought it was. I walked out. I went and watched Delta Farce.
You went into another movie?
Oh, I paid for a movie.
He's going.
They started at the same time, so I just took 90% of one movie and
High School Hijinks.
Yeah.
I gotta say, one time I bought a ticket for a movie. And I went into it, and they didn't check my ticket, so I went on the app and requested a refund, and I got the refund.
That's high school hijinks right there.
Well, they didn't request it, so I was like, well, I'm not paying for it if they're not going to check it.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess maybe they still do that today, where they you pay and you go see one movie at 3 o'clock, and then you just stay in the theater and go in at 5 o'clock. Do they still do that? Yeah. But I don't ever have enough time to do that,
I just want to say that I have been dwindled. My mother just put on here Death Note. I forgot that I watched that.
Oh,
I forgot. It actually...
Is that a horror movie?
No, it's based off of anime that I like.
Anime TV show.
But they have a live action one on Netflix, and it is scary.
It's
Ryuk,
terrible.
the demon he is impeccable. Like the way they have him depicted from the anime to real life, I was like you. I went and stayed with my mama for a couple days after I watched it. I really did. But it's really good. You have to watch it.
No,
but
the live action one isn't good. The depiction of him is good, but just the story in general is bad. I read the books for him, so it's not.
I thought it was really well. It was better than Bleach on Netflix.
I will say, a long time ago, for a season of time, I got into the Alien movies.
Oh yeah.
And those were very startling. And I even loved Prometheus when it came out.
Oh yeah. Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Is that those blue people?
Yeah.
That's Avatar.
They didn't scare me.
Avatar.
No, they were blue. They were like bald-headed blue people.
Super pale.
Oh, you mean real pale blue?
Yeah, they look like that guy from that superhero movie
real muscular and pale
that
blue.
exploded.
The Architects.
The Architects, yeah.
Have you seen?
They didn't scare me.
The sequel, Alien Covenant.
Covenant. Mm-hmm.
That's the sequel to Prometheus?
If you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to watch it.
Oh,
And
really?
you'll really
It's
like
like a top 10
David
movie of all time.
I can only watch those movies now, though, in the middle of the day in my living room
Blinds
with
open.
somebody with me, right? So ask my daughter, Abby. She's the one that will watch those Starling movies. We watch Silent Place together, and so
What's that?
A
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
Oh, I'm about to
We watched that one, and we both screamed and
sorry.
jumped the whole time. So.
Silent area.
That's not me. I just don't like startling stuff. I'm not used to it. So when I get it, it's offset.
This is the key. If you watch it at night, you watch it with somebody, and then afterwards you watch cartoons.
Nobody goes to bed until there's cartoons.
Yeah.
Bro,
Right,
swear that's
right.
me.
Yeah.
This next question.
Okay.
It comes from Linnea Poole. She wants to know,
Linnea.
what are some goals everyone wants to achieve within the new year coming?
Okay, that's a good question. obviously the classic one for me is I want to get healthy. I want to lose weight. I want to start eating. I have a plan for me personally to do like a Whole Foods kind of thing. Abigail and myself are going to get into that. So Abigail's my daughter, one of my daughters. You want to do that with us, Ms. Annie? Whole Foods?
You supplying?
Well, you got to buy food right now, don't you? Just buy food that's not
Better.
That's better.
It's more cheaper to eat trash.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry. That's not in my New Year's
Okay.
resolution.
Well, fine then.
But I want to see you get healthy and in shape. I want you to be here in case if I'm not.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to do next year is I want to buy this kick butt camera that Ryan and Kenny, I showed them, and then I'm going to use that and make, like, I don't know if we'll make a movie next year, but I'll probably make
A really cool commercial.
some really cool stuff, right? Maybe it will be, obviously we'll use it for commercials and stuff for the business, but also I would like to make maybe the pilot to a new TV series that I might try to sell to Netflix or something.
How about a music video?
A music video, yeah. We definitely can do a music video with that. So.
For you.
Yeah. Well,
For Ryan.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
He's the real hippopotamus. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's a hip-hop-opotamus. His lyrics are bottomless.
Damn. I can be the ad lib dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I need it.
Called the hype man.
Guy.
You don't even know what his name is.
They call me the rhinoceros.
Yeah. Damn, son, where'd you find that?
I thought that was like,
The real deal, right?
I really did.
Trapaholics mixtape.
He practices this, doesn't he?
Wow.
Wow.
Wakes up in the mirror.
That's not right. 10 more times.
What were we talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Valerie, it's your turn. What's your next year?
Oh,
what
yeah.
would you
What
want?
do you got on the agenda for next year?
Well, I kind of agree with Letitia. Was that who put up? Sorry. I
Oh, no,
missed
it
the
was,
name.
Linnea.
Linnea, sorry. I think that keeping in touch with everybody, I think over COVID,
Yeah.
this whole freak a pandemic year of ours, people lost touch with each other.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And especially the ones over 50 who don't love their portals and their phones and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I think that I made a big conscious effort that lasted about 10 months to send letters, to send cards.
Oh,
to-
really?
to-
Handwritten and stuff?
yeah.
That's cool. That's
Just because you never know where anybody is in their journey and
Yeah.
their place and how they feel, and a card in the mail.
Yeah, when's the last time you got a handwritten letter in the mail?
Besides bills.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a brilliant idea.
I got
love
a
that.
thank you for a thank you, and I was like, "See, we both did it. There you go. There
Yep.
you go." So, and it makes you better because you've reached out.
Yeah.
And somebody reaches back. It's great. Just
Yeah.
because I know I can email, but I can also write.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I write so little that just today I was trying to write, and I was like, I had to keep erasing it because it was unlegible. I was like, how does that letter go?
Can't nobody copy that.
Yeah. Let's do, what do you say, one more question?
Yeah, we
Let's
will.
do one more.
Yeah, but before we get into
Oh,
that
sorry.
one,
I'm sorry.
I'm not commenting. I just wanted to say that my aunt does that for my grandma because after she found out she had cancer, she can't come up here as much, so she writes her a card and sends it to her in the mail. Sometimes she puts something in it, and because it's her sister, so she just wants her to know that she loves it. And my grandma loves that. She puts them up, and she always says, "Oh, your aunt sent me a letter today." You know,
Nice.
yeah, it really does make a difference.
That does mean a lot. Let's do that. I'm gonna try to do that too.
Yeah.
That's inspiring.
This next one comes from Cameron R. He wants to know, what's one of your favorite funny TV commercials that make you LOL? One of mine is the Geico commercial where the guy plays the triangle solo. I've never seen that.
The Geico commercials are definitely funny.
Oh yeah.
Remember what happened to the cavemen? Geico used to do cavemen, and then they went to the gecko.
Oh yeah.
Remember the caveman commercials were
Not
funny?
PC.
Yeah. PC.
What's not PC about a caveman?
I don't know. You have
That's
to ask Biden.
derogatory. Yeah.
Derogatory to call a caveman a caveman?
Yeah. Because we've evolved since then. Come on. Don't be going backwards.
We live in Looney Land.
Yeah. The Mike. What day is it?
You got to ask this guy.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch
I don't
of
think
bad
Biden
boys.
has anything to do with the Geico caveman commercials.
Mine, one that makes me LOL is I showed Kenny this one before. It's a Skittles commercial.
Oh well, yeah. No.
Yeah, but I can't explain it, or it's a banned one. So,
Oh,
but
so it just teasing us.
It cracks me up. If you really want to know, you just
go to
Skittles. Wedding night.
Skittles.
Have you seen the Starburst berries and cream commercial?
Oh my god.
Okay, so there's two dudes in an alleyway just chilling, eating Starburst. Hey, dude, have you tried this new berries and cream Starburst? And then out of nowhere, there's this dude dressed up like he's got lederhosen on or whatever, like something out of a old folks fairy tale.
Looks like
Excuse me, sir. What type of Starburst did you say you had? It's just these berries. Berries? Berries and what else? Berries and cream. Oh! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm the lad loves berries and cream. And then the commercial just says Starburst.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Hilarious. I do that like all the time. Berries and cream.
Oh my gosh.
That's such a steal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes me think of Magically Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm the lad loves
delicious.
berries and cream.
I'm a fan of the Tide commercials, especially the ones that were from last year's Super Bowl. If y'all remember those, that it was so well done. It would be like a kid. You know.
That's the berries and cream guy.
Oh, is it?
What else?
The Tide commercials. You guys don't remember those? Like it'd be like a classic Tide commercial where the mom is washing the kid's soccer uniform and Tide whatever. But then like the next commercial was like this cowboys and they were fighting and busting through handrails in the saloon and all that stuff. And then the one cowboy's like on the bottom and the other cowboy's punching him. And the one on the bottom looks at the camera and goes, "I bet you think this is a cowboy commercial." He goes, "Look how clean my shirt is." He's like, "This is a Tide commercial," you know? And it was just like, I just love that kind of brilliant wittiness, you know, that kind of stuff. So, one more I thought of is, I don't remember this. It might have been a Charmin commercial or something, but it was a bear. And the bear was, there were these rabbits. Do you guys remember this commercial? And like the implication was the bear, you guys know the old joke where the bear's sitting doing his business, number 2, and the rabbit sitting next to him and says, "Do you ever have a problem with the poo sticking to your fur?" And the bear reaches down and grabs the rabbit and says, "No." So the commercial was like an implication of that joke. It was like, it was a commercial of the bear, and then there were these rabbits. And they looked at him, and then like he grabbed the rabbits. Or something.
Ew.
It was hilarious. If I can remember. Pizza. Oh, Tracy. Oh, Tracy, you're right. So that's one of my favorite all-time commercials, Ryan, by the way, is the pizza. You guys remember the old Little Caesar pizzas?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they got the guy who's there's a guy, he pulls up to the Little Caesars and he gets out and he hears a dog barking, and he looks, and this little dog comes running across the parking lot, empty parking lot at night, and this dog comes running across the parking lot, and he's like, "Fido!" And Fido jumps up in his arms, and he turns around, and there's a wallet laying on the pavement, and he goes, "My wallet!" And he gets his wallet, and he like walks in, and he goes, 2 pizzas? No, he walks in, and the cashier turns around, and it's him, but in a, like it's a twin. And he goes, "I have a brother." And then he looks at him, he's like, 2 pizzas for $9.99. It's just like,
wow.
Like there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, that's it right there. Was I not just doing that? That's like exactly what I was just doing.
That's right. You got to do the hands. That's right.
What is even that? What is
Yeah.
Judy?
Tell him about the second and the rats when she said Judy.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that means. I don't remember that part.
I like any type of commercial that has something catchy or a jingle. I love jingles. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you add a little music to it where I can say it, like that Reese's Puff commercial. I used to really love that.
Reese's Puff.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Like,
what about the Crave commercials where they eat themselves?
Yeah.
And they eat it?
Yeah.
And the one that hooked me recently is the Amazon commercial about Cleopatra. Nobody likes a diva hunt,
that's
and
right.
then they whip out sniffing the tears driver's seat.
Yeah.
Now I had to go download that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Now it's on my Spotify. You'll hear it at bingo. Yeah, you will.
That's definitely a good one.
What's a decon commercial?
Well, listen, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This
Wait.
episode. What?
Pause.
Oh goodness!
First
been
of all,
derailed.
I'm sorry. I love you, and I want to end this because I'm ready to go home. But before we do, for our homeowners, our realtors, our contractors, our all of our people who want to know things about public adjusting, insurance, owning a home, how to correct your home, insurance claims. Check out our show. It's called Ask the Ox, where we'll answer a bunch of your questions.
You're so smart, Mazzani. We have launched another show in the same studio called Ask the Ox. Good job, Mazzani. That is live.
Thanks, Ryan. That's from Ryan.
Good job, Ryan. You're so smart, man. That's a live show just like this one. We film it live Monday mornings at 10 a.m. So if you have questions about insurance claims with your property or just questions about your property and you'd like to know from experienced general contractors and public insurance adjusters, then watch that show live or just go over to our Fat Ox Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever, and just ask your questions in there, and then we'll put them on our show once we go live. So then you can watch it later, like if you're working you can't get there. Thank you for watching this episode of the Ask Big Van Show. Anything forgot to say? If you have any prayer requests, you can put them in below. We'll definitely try to get to those, and we'll just pray. Even if we're not live on camera, we can still pray for you. God still listens to us. And so, but I was going to say something else there. It was only threw me off, but anyhow, thanks for watching this episode of the Ask Big Van Show. If you're one of my kids or one of my grandkids or generations after me, I hope that I've given you a good happiness and a good joy in your life, and I pray that you would have a great relationship with Jesus, spending time with him. I know that's been the foundation of my life, and so if you're watching this in 50 years from now and I'm in heaven, then this is what I looked like when I was 47. Love you all. Love everybody else that watches our show. Thanks for being a follower and liking and subscribing and sharing and all that stuff. All that helps us, and we appreciate it. So God bless you. See you next week right here on the next episode of the Ask Big Van Show. God bless.
Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show time and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van show.